Hey, this is Jeff Townsend, correspondent for DESIUSA TV. This is the inaugural episode of a new series we're having on the channel that's showcasing up-and-coming local bands. Tonight we have Fernando Tarango, who's a singer-songwriter, and his guitarist, Jeff Landau. Guys, thanks so much for coming into the studio.
Thanks so much for having us.
Good to be here.
Right on, good stuff. So the reason why we're here is we're having a interview, and after that we're going to have a showcase where these guys are going to play and you're going to get to hear their music. So let me start off by asking you guys, how would you describe your sound and your music?
I think I sometimes get compared to Jack Johnson, Jason Mraz, that sort of style. You know, singing his guitar.
It's always great music for the morning, you know, like.
Definitely for the morning.
Yeah, it's good to play those out.
Mellow, right? I think you're saying mellow, that's melodic.
You know,
always feel that way, yeah.
Bop your head a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So you have an EP coming out, and I was talking to the guys at your label, and I think it's called Freudian Slip. Why don't you tell me about the single that's coming out behind that EP?
Well, we released a single earlier last month, December, and we've been working since September in the studio over at United Funk Organization, and the EP should be coming out in late January, and it'll have probably about 5 tracks that may or may not make the album, but largely acoustic based and sort of poppy.
So to me, you know, I mean, when you're talking about, you know, the melodic kind of rock pop, maybe a little folk mixed in, you know, the Jack Johnson, you know, it's all about the lyrics. I mean, sure, it's about the melody, it's about the lyrics. So, you know, I mean, that's what I really get into, and I think a lot of other people do. What was inspiring you when you were writing the lyrics to the new EP?
Well, it's called Freudian Slip, and I tend to write a lot about, you know, women that I might be dating at the time, or have dated, or want to date, or never will date. Probably mostly. So I'm trying to get out of that eventually, but I think it's something everyone can relate to.
A lot of sexual innuendo.
This isn't the Playboy channel, but I know what you're saying. You know, that's what makes great music, you know. So speaking of which, I saw the video for Milk and Honey. You have it posted on YouTube. It's on your MySpace page. A lot of fun. You're drinking wine. Fernando's singing to, I think it's a stuffed hamster, or maybe it's a gerbil. Fernando, what's your take on the video? I mean, it was great fun watching.
Well, speaking of women that I want to date, you know.
That's not the hamster, right?
No, it's just representative of a specific girl out there. You know who you are. But no, it's just a lot of fun. We were out up in Healdsburg, and a friend of mine, he always wanted to make a music video to one of the songs I'd written. So we just went out for a couple hours, and I had this onesie red jumpsuit, and we were at a camp, and we found a stuffed gerbil, and you know, we didn't have, you know, an actress, so we just used the stuffed gerbil as my date for the video shoot.
Well, it came out great, I gotta say.
I agree.
So Jeff, you're the guitarist for the group. I know also that you do vocals, you do bass on your own. You know, you're working on a lot of different projects. What's it like doing a collaboration with a singer, you know, in this case, Fernando?
I mean, it's great working with Fernando, a singer of his caliber and a songwriter. I mean, it's definitely been going really well. He's a lot shorter than I am, and sometimes I find that a little bit disturbing, but all in all, I mean, I think it's probably a positive experience.
Do you ever have that situation where he's standing right in front of you and you're looking out and you just miss him, you're trying to figure out where Fernando is, then you look down and there he is?
I mean, never like totally not noticing him at all.
Okay.
Usually I'm like, is that a troll in front of me? And then, no, it's Fernando. So it's usually, it's just like a smaller person, not actually nothing. You know?
Let's prefer little person.
Yeah.
Not smaller person, please.
And you know, I should mention right here, that, you know, we're all kidding aside, you know, once you hear the music, I think you guys are going to be really impressed. Fernando has a great voice, the lyrics are great, so if you like Jack Johnson, if you like Jason Mraz, you know, a year or two from now, you know, you guys are definitely going to be hearing this guy on the radio, or, you know, seeking him out on MySpace.
So punching a tiny package.
You know, I'm not even going to go there. You know, I don't even want to know. So with that in mind, that wraps it up. we are finished with the interview portion. Thanks so much, guys, for taking your time. I know you have a lot of gigs. I know you have a gig coming up at Snob Wine Bar, where you guys play a lot in San Francisco. You got the record release party. So, really, thanks for taking your time to come into the studio and hang out. Right now, you're going to see these guys perform live. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks for having me.